And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. Rangers could be about to agree a blockbuster deal. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are going to be breaking down this story in today's video. Of course, all eyes turn to the clash against Livingston this weekend. Whilst I have enjoyed ripping the piss out of Celtic and their performances in Europe, it is now down to business for the famous. There is no room for error. That Celtic team are ranked rotten, and if they perform anything like that in their upcoming trips against Rangers at Ibrox, then we should be progressing into the Scottish Cup semi-final and, of course, going further in the league. However, we want to see them drop points, but I'm not really going to put my hope into Hibernian. They usually lie down against Celtic, but we need to win all our games up until this Old Firm game. Regardless, we need to win all our games shit bust, okay? And then, of course, we'll take Celtic when they come. We've got a really, really good chance at winning this season's title and getting the accolades that come with it, the prizes that come with it, the Champions League glory that comes with it. Now, of course, going into this season, of course, there is starting to be some rumors as we approach the summer. And that's with regard to Nico Raskin. Now, Nico Raskin has been a standout performer at Rangers. And again, there's a lot of different clubs that have been sort of monitoring his progress at Rangers. Of course, a Belgian international as well. And usually, if there's a player representing Rangers as a Belgian international, then of course, there's not going to be that long until they get sort of hoovered up by the sort of top clubs around. However, there is an exclusive going around from Scottish media that Nico Raskin is in new Rangers contract talks as Rangers Chiefs are preparing a blockbuster deal. So it's been confirmed just over the last 12 hours that Rangers are in official talks now to extend Nico Raskin's stay at the football club, and it is being said that it will be a blockbuster deal, and it needs to be. If we want to try and keep players like Raskin for the long term, then it's a needs must. But of course, renewing their terms as well is always going to inflate that transfer fee should another club come in and try to sign him. But what's being said at this moment in time, it does seem as though Nico is keen for those potential talks. But yeah, this is Rangers under this new regime. We are not worrying about money at this moment in time and can offer competitive sort of wages for our stars that are already performing. We don't always need to sell our best players at every single turn. Maybe once upon a time under the old regime, but certainly under this new regime, they are keen and winning titles and trying to create a stranglehold on Scottish football and, of course, go even further in Europe. But what's being said today, guys, is Nico Raskin is in official talks over a blockbuster contract extension. I'm interested to know what you're thinking about this down there in the comments.
In other news, John Souttar remains firmly in Danny Roll's long-term thinking at Rangers, with sources indicating that the manager views the experienced centre-back as a cornerstone of his defensive plans beyond the current campaign. Roll is currently navigating a period in which options at the heart of his backline are limited, a situation that has only heightened Souttar's importance as the Scottish Premiership title race approaches its decisive phase. The 29-year-old has responded with consistency and durability, not missing a single minute of league action in February, underlining both his fitness and his reliability at a crucial juncture in the season. The defender's recent contract extension has brought clarity at a time when uncertainty could easily have crept in. Souttar has signed a new one-year deal, with the club holding the option of a further 12 months, and that agreement is regarded internally as a significant piece of business. Not only does it prevent him from leaving as a free agent in the summer, it also stabilizes a defensive unit that had been in danger of facing substantial upheaval. Roll is understood to be keen to keep Souttar involved beyond next term, valuing his leadership qualities and experience at the top level. The Scotland international's influence has grown steadily, and his role has now been formally recognised both by the manager and the club hierarchy. By tying him down, Rangers have effectively drawn a line under speculation about his future and removed a potentially distracting narrative heading into the closing months of the campaign. The timing of the deal is particularly important given the looming changes within the squad. Rangers' defensive depth this season has relied heavily on loan signings, with Max Aarons, Nasser Jiga, Jayden Magoma, and Derek Cornelius all set to return to their parent clubs at the end of the term. In addition, James Tavernier's contract situation means further decisions are required in the summer. Without Souttar's renewal, the prospect of a defensive rebuild would have been even more daunting. As things stand, Roll now has the reassurance of continuity in a key area. Securing both members of his preferred centre-back partnership for next season allows him to allocate resources and attention elsewhere when the transfer window reopens. Rather than scrambling to replace experienced defenders, he can focus on targeted additions that complement an already established spine. Off the pitch, attention is also beginning to turn toward potential outgoings. Former Aberdeen chief executive Keith Wyness has suggested that Rangers would be happy to sanction a departure for Youssef Chermiti if the right offer materialises this summer. If they can strike the right deal, they'll be open to it, he explained, adding that the club could secure a very good return on the striker should his recent contributions continue. Chermiti, who arrived from Everton last summer, has endured an inconsistent first season in Glasgow. While he has delivered several important goals, he has struggled to find the regular scoring rhythm expected of a leading forward. Interest in January highlighted that his future is not entirely settled, and Wyness believes the onus is now on the youngster to prove his long-term value. He has to start finding the back of the net more regularly if he's going to secure his future at Ibrox, he said. In that context, Souttar's renewal takes on added significance. With uncertainty swirling around other areas of the squad, locking down a dependable defender provides a degree of stability. For Roll, who is balancing immediate title ambitions with longer-term squad construction, having trusted figures such as Souttar in place offers both reassurance and flexibility. As the season reaches its climax, Souttar's performances will be judged not only on clean sheets and defensive solidity, but on his ability to guide a reshaped squad through a pivotal period. Internally, there is a clear belief that he remains integral to the project, not just for the run-in, but for the seasons that follow. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.